What's up, everybody? My name is Steve, and this is Tech Teardown. We're a brand new tech channel where we do tech reviews, PC building, and other types of tech and gaming content. And if that's what you look for on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss one of our uploads. Now, today in this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Tecware Vector RGB Gaming mouse. Now, this mouse can be had for $15 on Newegg. And when I came across this mouse, I had to try it because I just did the review of the Tecware Mechanical Gaming keyboard, and I loved that thing so much I had to try this one out. And I have to say this is a great value for $15, but I am going to go over all the pros and the cons, things that you should consider before spending your hard-earned money. So let's get started, go over all those things, and see if this is the right mouse for you. Alright guys, so quickly starting off this review, we're going to go over the packaging that you get with this mouse. And it is, for a $15 mouse, quite a nice box that you get here. And it reveals the branding, the name of the mouse, and if you open it up, this nice Velcro door reveals the mouse in all of its glory. And then on here, it reveals some of the features that you can expect from this mouse. And some of those features include Omron switches, which they say you can expect a 20 million click lifespan out of. It also says that you have 100 IPS tracking, 20G acceleration, and up to a 5000 DPI sensor. And then also you do have the PixArt 3325 sensor. So the 3325 is considered one of the lower end sensors, and you'll see in the cons that that is probably the weakest point of this mouse. Now you're probably asking what's in the box, besides the mouse obviously. So starting off, you do get a little manual here. It just folds out. Very similar to the one that you had with the Tecware keyboard that I reviewed. And on this here, it has a diagram of the mouse, all the buttons on here. It does have 7 programmable buttons. And then it has a rundown of how you can change the lighting on the fly. But it also tells you where you can download the software to control the lighting. Now, also in the box, you do get replacement feet on there. So just in case you were to wear out the feet on there and you need to replace them, it does have replacements on there. And one of the coolest features about this mouse is that it's modular, at least the side grips are. So you get 2 extra side grips. So this one would be for your left side. And on there, it does have like a nice little groove that kind of sinks in where your thumb would be. And on this one, it has like a finger rest on it, and where my ring finger rested on. And as soon as I put it on there, I thought it was great. I thought I was going to use this forever. But after about an hour or two, it really cramped up my ring finger, so I had to take it off. So the side grips that I have on the mouse currently, so for the left side, this one has a little thumb rest at the bottom, similar to the G502 from Logitech. And then on the right side, it kind of just arcs over, no finger rest at all. But these side grips are super easy to get off. They are magnetic and just pop off. Very easy to go on and off with. So really nice. So with those modular side grips, it really adds to an extra comfort level because you can really make this mouse fit to your hand. And for me, I like a large mouse because I have large, fat hands. And I'm using the SteelSeries Rival 600, which is great for me. It really just fits my hand perfectly. But this one is not far off. And added to that customizability to fit each individual hand, it does have this like a soft touch plastic on it, very similar to the Rival 600. So switching over to this mouse was not very hard for me. One of the biggest changes for me is I do like a really heavy mouse. I have the SteelSeries maxed out to the highest weight on it. This one you can't customize the weight like you can on the SteelSeries or the Red Dragon mouse that I reviewed, but it's not the lightest mouse. The Red Dragon, even with all of the weights in it, is lighter than this mouse. So this does have a nice weight to it, but not as heavy as I like it. So if you do like a heavy mouse, that's something to consider, but still not something I'm going to harp about because it still felt comfortable in my hand and didn't really hinder too much of my performance in game. Now, moving on to the lighting. So you do have 2 strips of lighting here. And one thing that's going to be a pro and a con is going to be coming with the lighting. So I said earlier that they do have a program that you can download to customize the lighting, adjust your macros, also control your DPI settings, etc. And it's a really easy software to use. And I said the same thing about the mechanical keyboard I reviewed, also from Tecware. Now, that software was also easy to use, but I had to download a whole separate software to control the mouse. And the one that I had for the keyboard didn't work. So you have to have a separate software for each individual peripheral you buy from Tecware. I went to their website and I saw they had about 12 different products they sell, each with their own software. And that's really bad. At least to me, I might be spoiled using SteelSeries. I have a SteelSeries mouse mat that lights up. I have a SteelSeries mouse that also lights up, and the headset that lights up. I'm able to control that through one software, and that's the SteelSeries software, and that's also very easy to use. But SteelSeries is a very premium and expensive brand, and I'm trying to introduce you guys to some budget-friendly options that you can use. So the software, like I said, easy to use, but a big con that you have to have a different software for each individual product. Moving on from there, there's 11 different lighting modes. All of the lighting modes only control these strips. So everything I did, I could not control the lighting on the scroll wheel and the logo here. Right now it's currently white. I've seen it like a deep and dark blue. I've also seen it a green. The lighting on the scroll wheel and the logo has a mind of its own. So it's kind of an annoyance, but I also didn't buy the mouse for the RGB. I usually buy a mouse for its comfort level and for its functionality. But if you want to be able to have full customization of your RGB, this mouse is not going to be the one for you. Now, one other big con that I really want to go over here is the cable. So I've said in the past, which is kind of funny, how much I love a braided cable. And now this one is your scare story about braided cables. This one came in with a million kinks in it. It just was wound up and all different types of kinks. And I've spent a lot of time trying to straighten it out. And you can see here, there's still quite a few kinks in there, but it hasn't really damaged any of the wiring in the mouse, and I'm still able to use it without any problems so far. So I can understand now why Dimitri from Hardware Connects doesn't like a braided cable, because things like this can happen if it's not a great quality cable, and this one is not of any quality. All right, so now we're going to move on to the performance of this mouse. Particularly in gaming, because this is being kind of marketed as a gaming mouse. Now, it's not their Pro Series line, but they don't sell that in the United States. They do have a way better sensor on their Pro Series. But for gaming, I didn't really have too many problems, but there's some quips with that. So this sensor is really sensitive. So I was playing on my SteelSeries mouse mat, which is been worn out because I use it all the time. And I also have two dogs, so there's dog hair and dust all the time that I can't get rid of. So anytime I ran over a loose dog hair or a piece of dust, this thing tracked it and it would stop the mouse dead. I'm moving left and it would no longer track. And that was really bad when you're playing Firestorm. So I was playing Battlefield 5's Firestorm, the Battle Royale mode. Now, I did about 6 hours of that game using this mouse, and when I had a clean surface to play on, this mouse performed adequately. Definitely not the best mouse I've ever used, but it works, and it's a great option when you're on a budget. But you want to make sure you're using a clean surface. And the way I found that out is I just threw my Red Dragon gaming mouse pad on there, and I had no problems ever once I put that on there. But because I've had some spills on my normal mouse mat and have dog hair, this thing did not want to track when it wasn't perfectly clean. So consider that. So the sensor is the weakest point of this mouse. So if you're a tournament or professional gamer, consider I wouldn't buy this mouse. But if you're casual and you need something cheap that'll get you by, this is a great option. Now, I do love this mouse quite a bit. Not going to use it for gaming. Maybe just when I'm doing other builds and just need something to test out real quickly, I will use it. But as far as my everyday driver on a gaming PC, I probably won't. Now, but that's also because I have the Rival 600. If that thing ever dies, at least I have an extra mouse that will serve me quite well. But I am going to use this every single day now for my work PC. I work in an office and I use the computer every single day. So I'll probably hook this up to my work computer and use this as my mouse because it is very comfortable, as I've said. All right, so I think that's going to wrap up everything. This is the second product I've reviewed from Tecware, and overall I thought the quality was pretty good. I liked what I got for my money. So, and Tecware has several other products, but they don't sell them in the United States. So Tecware, if you are watching, I really want to try your other products. I see you have really nice chassis that are budget friendly. So if you see this video, please hit me up because I'd love to review your computer cases and all your other products that you sell. All right, guys, but if you've made it through this review, type Tecware into the comments and I will send you guys a thank you. But thank you again for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more from us, hit that subscribe button and the bell, and then we will see you guys in the next video.